Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today we've got a huge release to be excited for CES 2020, and we have some official news on AMD's next-gen CPU architecture that's got me pumped. Okay, it's news time, and to say that 2020 is set to be a huge year for hardware enthusiasts would be a giant understatement. For starters, it looks like AMD could preview their next-gen Navi GPUs at CES 2020, to which I'll quickly say that I am trying to make it next year. I'm working on getting sponsors, so hopefully I can get everything ironed out. Either way, the leak, or you could call it a rumor, but it's really quite substantial because it comes from a user on Chipel's forums that's been really accurate with leaks in the past. I'm talking on the RX 590 launch, 7nm Navi, and even Radeon 7's release. Of course, there's still a chance he's wrong, but let's not forget that AMD announced the Radeon 7 at CES this year, and they definitely need to release a replacement soon. Anyway, back to the rumor. The user specifically stated that AMD should have a product preview of a second generation Navi GPU at CES 2020. Now, the best part about this is that second gen Navi is set to feature hardware ray tracing support, which means AMD will be seriously competitive with Nvidia and hopefully offer ray tracing performance that's on par, if not better, than they're offering. Because let's not forget that Nvidia is expected to also release their Ampere-based GPUs before Q2 of next year. And with all of this expensive new hardware coming, protect your money with today's sponsor, Privacy.com, a completely free tool that lets you create virtual cards for online payments, which means no one sees your real card number. Each virtual card is set up for a specific merchant, so if it gets stolen and used somewhere else, it won't work and you'll get a notification. Not only that, but you can set limits on every card to control how much is taken out. You can even use it for free trials, so if you forget to cancel, you won't be charged. So what are you waiting for? Head to privacy.com/gamermeld and add your funding source to get $5 free today. Alright, next up for today, I have huge news from AMD themselves that further proves next year is going to be amazing. In an interview with The Street, AMD's senior VP, Forrest Norrid, discussed the company's upcoming Zen 3 based CPUs. Remember that Zen 2 makes up AMD's Ryzen 3000 series, while Zen 3 is the upcoming architecture that their 4000 CPUs will be built from. As a quick recap, I discussed a leak that suggested Zen 3 based processors would get upwards of a 5 to 8% increase in IPC, as well as 100 to 200 MHz higher clocks, and I was definitely excited about those numbers. Well, things seem to be way better than that, as Mr. Nord had some incredible things to say. And quickly, I will say that while he was being asked specifically about their Zen 3 based server chips, he discussed the Zen 3 architecture overall, so it will affect Ryzen 4000 as well. First up, unlike what many of us thought, Zen 2 wasn't a full architectural redesign. Instead, it was more of an evolution on the first Zen architecture. Zen 3, on the other hand, is a complete redesign from the ground up. And while Zen 2 did have a decent uplift in IPC because they were able to implement some ideas that they originally had for Zen 1 but couldn't finish, Zen 3 will get a performance boost that's, quote, right in line with what you would expect from an entirely new architecture. That means we should expect a much higher IPC uplift than 5 to 8%. And remember that IPC is irrespective of clock speed, and we can apparently expect moderately higher clocks. To top it all off, he also stated, quote, there's a number of application areas that just continue to benefit from increasing core counts and increasing compute density, meaning Zen 3 will likely feature higher cores as well. Obviously, in this case, he could be referring to just server chips since they heavily benefit from more cores, but I don't see any reason to believe they won't also increase core count on many mainstream CPUs as well. Basically, AMD isn't playing around with Zen 3. This isn't time for them to kick back and have fun. And while this is AMD's talk style upgrade, it should seriously be huge. Maybe they can further improve on memory and latency issues as well. Let's just say, I'm excited. So while that does it for today, are you excited for next gen Ryzen? Let me know down in the comments below. And definitely make sure to check out privacy.com/gamermeld. It really helps the channel out. And as always, have a great day.